some of the things that people go through, we all go through different things. We all live different lives, and we all have our own harvesting vessel of fruit we take in and we spit out. Law. The number one defilement in the world is law. And the ultimate goal in this church that which we live in, the great imagination of the grandest artist of them all, God Almighty himself. The ultimate goal is to enjoy every piece of life you have been given and every deck of cards that has been dealt to you, that the spirit of man may be redeemed through Jesus Christ and not defiled by hatred, anger, or overly volatile pretenses that which the not to speak against law. Law carries some heavy baggage and heavy weight. They just lack direction. Today's world is grown more closer to money rather than to God, and this is one of the hugest problems in and out of church. Not to speak against the church, rather for them, in understanding that this world needs a change in the law and the proper usage of the spirit. Arion, which was picked up and cursed over the head of livestock used for law and sacrifice. And this is the defilement. We don't necessarily wish that David Waglif, the head of David Waglif, pulled off of Mary Magdalene and picked up through Jesus Christ and cursed over the livestock. We don't want David Waglif to be defiled, for it is the spirit of man. And if man falters and caves inside of a woman and becomes a woman, this is a problem for the spirit of man. So, understanding law and its defilement belongs to the woman church. The only, not to speak against women, because men are in the same situation and vice versa, but David Waglif is known as the second Adam to an Eve. Eve, which is Mary Magdalene. And this is important to keep man strong through the sacrifice and the law, that which is a defilement when the women's churches are in sacrifice against us. And perhaps the law doesn't see it, or they do, but they can't speak about it because they're not ordained through God with such wisdom to be able to speak. It doesn't necessarily mean that the sacrifice is illegal, because it is not. It is a book of life that God had made through the cups of Perseus and Hercules as the ark of our inheritance, meaning we take it in and we do something with it. What we do with it is our choice, though it doesn't belong to us when it comes in. What we do with it does. So taking law, remember I said in earlier videos, taking that asshole in their assumption and turn it into something worth for the rise through Jesus Christ and the fall that other people in similar situations say I'm assuming, like they are assuming. Most likely there's psychiatric evaluations involved from other people about someone in situations like that causes someone to assume. Those are the key points of the devil in this world, assumptions. But Perseus, another rider of Zhulong the dragon, after Zeus passed it down to him, smart little fella. In law, Zhulong the dragon is really wise. And Zhulong, the dragon, is the one who ate Quilong, which is known as Adam and David Waglif, the two Adam and Eves, and the two war angels, Zeus and Perseus, which is Zhulong the dragon, and the two Adam and Eve is Quilong the dragon, and only in Law, which is Orion, being ate by Zhulong the dragon. Zhulong the dragon eats Quilong, which is the sacrifice upon mankind. This kind of law is the safest way for juries. The world is coming closer to bot systems in the law. The more and more that we mix religion and drag all those people from overseas over here. And bot laws are the most illegal, unlawful acts, the lawless one. So the greatest way to establish law without punishing a whole bot system for the judge and his jury members when he judges someone who is innocent, guilty, and defiles the spirit of the fathers, guilty, 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 because even the fathers are judged. A bot system to perish the spirit of man, or the spirit of God, which is the halo of the soul, and give it to the woman, which is the earth of destruction of the soul or the spirit. So keeping all those things in mind, if we take out the jury, which I wrote to the White House reasonings, I have lived a life in the law where juries have been fake and foul. It seemed as if they were bought or controlled. But going through these things, I've been made stronger and understanding. So going without a jury and without all those people in there that are going to carry the guilty judge's weight for judging an innocent man guilty, Orion, which is the sacrifice, David Waglif and Adam, Quilong the dragon, and then Zhulong the dragon, Zeus and Perseus, who ride the dragon, that eat Quilong, which is Adam and David Waglif of Eve and Mary Magdalene. This law is a law that requires truth, and God detests liars. He despises liars, and I'm with him on that. In situations involving the law. Now, this world is based on criticism, fun, festivities, and party goers, and just living life without causing any problem for others, you know. So, law and lying, not one of my friends. I'm an honest person when it comes to law. I love you, Zhulong. I love you, Quilong. Right there with you.